Excuse me. What in the world are you thinking?
Mean Gene, the first thing you need to do is to tell these people to shut up if you want to hear what I gotta say.
What up, y'all? It's KMB, the sexy ninja, in the place to be for a Paper Saber universe. This is, you know what this is. If you're listening, you've been listening, or if you're new, I'm going to tell you what you're listening to. It's the New World Podcast, brother, and it's for life. And we're going to talk about AEW's Double or Nothing. I got a few wrong on this card. If you listen to my picks and predictions I dropped earlier this week, but let's get right into it. It's here, Double or Nothing 2023, May 28th. JR, Excalibur, Taz on commentary till the fifth match. Then it switches over to Excalibur, Taz, and Tony Schiavone. The announce table was actually on the side of the ring, which I really liked. You know, I was like, you don't do that for the pay-per-views. Makes it more intimate, makes it more special, you know, having them right there on the side. But you can still have them on top, you know, but having them on the side of the ring, I was like, okay, you know, even if they go forward with it, it was a really, really nice touch. The buy-in show was what I predicted. It was the Hardy Party versus the Firm, but it was the Hardys with Hook and everything like that. They now are in control of Ethan Page's contract. Well, Matt Hardy is what they speculated. Jeff botched. I don't know if that's just because of ring rust or he's just nervous or whatnot. You know, I already see people kind of picking on him, and I'm like, hey, man, you know, he's trying. Like, that's where I was kind of like, wait, hold on, man. I'm like, much love to Jeff Hardy, man. Just keep fighting, brother. Just keep fighting, and, you know, accidents happen. So, but in the commentary really tried to save this and everything like that. Then before the buy-in was starting, everybody was coming out for this 20-man blackjack battle royale. I was like, whoa, hold on. This is not a kickoff show. We got like 8 minutes left. But no, to start the show, they were all out there in the ring and whatnot, ready to go, ready to fight. Orange Cassidy was last, of course. He was coming out to the ring. For this match, I picked Jay White because I was like, why sign Jay White if you're not going to utilize Jay White? I know he has this big feud with Ricky Starks and everything like that, but, you know, it's one of those things. You sign a big star like this. Of course, he's with Juice Robinson. Juice Robinson's a star on his own, but the Bullet Club Gold coming here to AEW, and really you're just like, no, Orange Cassidy for the win. So I was, you know, it got all the way down to him and Swerve. Great finish, though. I will say the finish of this match was awesome because it was back and forth, and then they're on the outside of the ring, and Orange Cassidy's about to go for the orange punch, but then he's like, no, just a slight little kick. It was so Orange Cassidy of a finish. It was amazing. Kick Swerve's hand. Swerve fell out of the ring. Swerve lost. But this battle royales are tricky. They can either be really, really fun. You have some cool spots. Then you kind of just lose interest until it gets down to the last four. But with the multi-talents in here, like Lucha Bros and stuff like that, and Best Friends and everything, those great spots with them and Orange Cassidy, saving Orange Cassidy, I really enjoyed this. I was just there was a lot of cool things, especially when Best Friends were saving Orange Cassidy throughout the match. Next we have the unsanctioned match, Adam Cole versus Chris Jericho. I was right on this pick. Adam Cole for the win. It starts off a little wonky, like Jericho comes out with the JAS, Adam Cole comes out with Roderick Strong and Sabu. Then it just kind of, I'm like, okay, well, maybe this should be like the opposite. But no, the whole point of this is a little bit of anarchy. It starts, and the big fight goes in, and then Roderick Strong, Sabu, and the JAS, they all kind of just slowly move them to the back, you know. And the best part about this was JR. JR was constantly like, wow, that Sabu's the ref. I don't know why he's getting so involved. The ref. And I was like, he's not the ref, JR. He's not the ref at all. And I will tell you this. This is when I noticed the cameraman in the corner wearing all black with the ski mask and everything like that. At first, they weren't using his angles or whatever. He was holding the camera and whatnot. And I was like, I wonder who that is. That's why I was speculating in this. I was like, I wonder who that is. Because we got a couple surprises, but nothing like, oh my God, like usually AEW does, but it doesn't have to happen at every pay-per-view, but it was one of those things where I was expecting something huge. We got Collision coming up, we got Forbidden Door, and so on and so forth, But I was waiting for that cameraman to reveal himself, but he never revealed himself. It's just a cameraman. So, but in this match was a little bit of a disappointment. Like I said, it started off wonky with Adam Cole and Chris Jericho. Chris Jericho, Adam Cole doing their best. Some spots with the chain cuffs and the fire extinguisher, and they beat each other up. Britt Baker coming out with the help with the kendo stick and just snapped the shit out of fucking Chris Jericho and everything like that. But the ending was like, whoa, this is an unsanctioned match. And Adam Cole's laying his fist into Jericho, and the ref decided to call it, give the match to Adam Cole. I was like, whoa. Hold on. This is an unsanctioned match. There's no rules. The AEW is not responsible for what happens. They try to justify it with the ref and saying like, oh no, she made the call, blah, 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 good on her, blah, blah, blah. Whoa, but doesn't that go against your unsanctioned rules there? Like, we're not responsible, so kick the shit out of each other. And that's the way it goes. Unless Chris actually got hurt, because he did get around his eye a little a red and whatnot. So I don't know what happened there, but I know the crowd, too, was just like, fuck this. This is a dumb ending. And Sabu got a chair thrown at somebody, did a table spot. So Sabu did what Sabu needed to do. And, like, sadly, this match was not what it was hyped up to what I was expecting. Especially Adam Cole versus Chris Jericho. Not what I was expecting at all, but, it's done. It's over. Next match of the card is AEW's Tag Team Championship match. Mark Briscoe is a special guest referee. FTR versus Jay Lethal, Jeff Jarrett, Sanjay and Singh. And is her name really Karen Jarrett? Like, I feel like that's a gimmick. It's a gimmick type name for Jeff Jarrett's wife, Karen. Because there was a fuck you Karen chant. There was a lot of cussing on this show tonight. Because they're like, we're on pay-per-views. We can say fuck. We can say fuck this, fuck that, beep. FTR for the win. There was some. This was a fun match. More fun than I expected it to be. I really like you almost thought Jeff and Jay were gonna get it, and then because Mark got laid out early, then Audrey came out to be the ref, and she got knocked out by Karen, and it was just all this craziness, and then finally Jeff Jarrett started pushing the face of Mark Briscoe when he came to, and that was essentially how FTR got the win over Jay Lethal, Jeff Jarrett, and everything like that. So, like I said, this match was a lot more fun than I expected it to be. Then we had a little backstage thing with Alex. He was interviewing Ricky Starks. And then, of course, Juice and Jay, they go and attack him because, we got to keep this rivalry going. And out of nowhere, FTR comes for the save. And I'm like, oh, wow, you were just out there hugging, and now you're here. I don't know why I found that weird, but I was like, okay, sure. AEW TNT Championship match, a lot. I wasn't expecting much. I was expecting some cool spots. Wardlow jumping off that ladder was like, holy shit. Fucking Arn Anderson biting Luchasaurus' thumb and blood coming out of Arn Anderson's mouth. I'm like, what is going on? I was right on this one. Wardlow for the win over Christian Cage, but this was just like batshit crazy. Arn Anderson, blood coming out of the mouth, biting Luchasaurus' fingers, man. I was like, whoa. I was like, damn. But this was it was a fun match. Crazy great spots. Wardlow for the win. Now we're going to see where Wardlow goes from here. And every single singles match, I was like, who's the cameraman? Who's the cameraman? No one is the cameraman. Then we had Jericho backstage. He was pissed. He's with Saraya. He's mad. He's telling Britt Baker, how dare you come hit me, and how dare the ref calls, this. So that sets up a match for this Wednesday. It'll be Saraya, Chris Jericho versus Britt Baker, Adam Cole. This feud is far from over. One of the officials tries to get Chris Jericho to calm down, and then Chris Jericho fired to the face, and then Jericho has this great line, it needs to be a shirt. I'm a wizard, bitch. I was like, all right. But no, that sets up for Dynamite, and hopefully that match is much better than what we got with the unsanctioned match. Next is the AEW Women's Championship match. Big letdown. I mean, I was wrong on this one. Toni Storm is our new Women's AEW Champion. Happy for Toni. Also not being called interim world champion, but now actual world champion. But Toni Storm comes out. They hit Jamie Hayter's music. Jamie Hayter's not out there. Outcasts. They're beating her up. And, of course, here comes Britt Baker. Then, of course, Sheeta's on the outside. There's a bunch of, ref spots where the ref's getting distracted, paint in the eyes, and this and that. And, I don't know. The finish was a bit, okay. After these two have had a really great match beforehand, this was not really what I was expecting. I was expecting, oh, my God, these guys are going to, going to tear it up in the ring. No, Outcasts, Distraction, Sheeta, Brick, the stuff we've been seeing over and over again. I just really wanted to see Jamie Hayter and Toni Storm to go at it. But Toni Storm's our new AEW World Women's Champion. So, good job, Toni. We'll see what happens on Dynamite. All right, now then the House of Black Open Challenge. This was fun. Little short, but fun for the Trios Championship because it was a House of Black Open Challenge match. And the best part about this is, on Wednesday, if you listen to my Wednesday Dynamite review, the Acclaim say, the Vegas never bet on black and this and that. And they're like, who's going to answer the open challenge? I'm like, the Acclaimed. And then when the Acclaimed's music hit, they're like, oh my God, it's the Acclaimed. I was like, yeah, we know. So the Acclaim come out. I would say best part about this was Platinum's rap coming out, and he got mentioned Dominic, because of Betty Matthews. He's dating Rhea Ripley, and there was a little bit of a Dominic chant in the crowd at a certain point when Buddy was in the ring. I was just like, yo, Dom is over here getting a chant. He's getting booed on WWE, but he gets a chant over here. Just because he was mentioned. But this match was fun. Real quick, I just feel like this was inserted. I don't feel we needed this match, to be honest. This match could have been for Wednesday Night Dynamite, the Acclaimed and House of Black, and you could have gave them a lot more time. You could have had them start the show if you wanted to. So, that's just my opinion. This match just kind of felt like, we need to insert what we kind of need to insert in here. And when they announced this, I was like, I'll watch it. I'm all down for House of Black, but I don't know if this was necessary to have here because we really don't have no story between these two kind of building toward each other, and we could have started building something on Wednesday, but that's just me. That's just nitpicking, but, AEW TBS Championship match, Jade Cargill versus Taya Valkyrie. Totally wrong on this one. Jade for the win. This match was a lot better than I thought it was going to be as well, and also too, that crowd in the beginning was just they were neutral, they were like, nah. And then towards the end, they finally got Taya hits her with Valhalla, nope, and then Jade hits her with the Jaded and pins Taya, and I was like, oh. Then she's like, I'm 60-0, and then of course Mark Sterling's like, anytime, anywhere, we could face anyone we want, blah blah blah. She'll face blah 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 blah. Then Chris Statlander is back, comes out, challenges Jade. Jade loses. We have a new TBS champion, everybody. One of the surprises of the night. Jade losing the title. Now she's 60-1. And Chris is our new TBS champion. Congratulations. So big return there. And then we're going into... I was a little torn by this at first, but this 4 Pillars Fatal 4-Way match for the AEW World Championship here, MJF, Jungle Boy, Darby Allin, Sammy Guevara, all got great entrances. My boy MJF coming down on the throne, the devil mask and everything like that. Sammy Guevara announcing, they have a baby coming, and I was like, oh, that's awesome. But this match was before the Anarchy in the Arena. I was like, I feel like this should end the show. But the way the match at the Anarchy, I understand why we did the flip here. And This match, though, this fatal four-way for the AEW World Championship, my boy MJF retained it, but goddamn, I had a lot of fun with this match. There were so many great spots. I loved the finish. I love how MJF retained his title. But then, once again, the stupid fucking cameraman that was right there, I was like, all right, who are you, buddy? No, nobody. Going to commercial break, okay? But no, so many great spots. I mean, these guys were just going balls to the wall, over the barricade. It was just a good time, and I definitely want to rewatch this match. This match and the Anarchy in the Arena were the top matches for me tonight. There was some other great stuff on the show, but these two matches were really, really awesome. And congratulations to MJF. He's continue on to be our champion. What's next? Forbidden Doors right around the corner. So who will face? I don't know why I was thinking Rainmaker, man. I was thinking Okada or something like that. I was like, who's that fucking cameraman? That masked cameraman in the corner, threw me off the whole night because I was like, who are you? Who are you? All right, now the main event, Anarchy in the Arena. You talk about anarchy indeed. The Elite versus the Blackpool Combat Club. I was wrong. Dom helped in the end, but not all of it, Dom. But we have Takeshita has gone to the dark side. Is Takeshita and Dom part of the Blackpool Combat Club? And I will tell you this, ladies and gentlemen, I can go to my grave now, happy as can be, that I've finally seen a super exploding super kick. And I was like, and Kenny Omega's Captain America trunks, everyone's looked to the Jordans and everything like that. It was just a crazy amount of awesomeness built in. I think they're Jordans, or were they wearing Jordans? Just Nikes. I don't know. I'm terrible at shoes. But Hangman Adam Page revealing to Bryan Danielson, "You didn't take my eye, you son of a bitch." But man, just crazy spots. Claudio, Matt, outside. Nick is inside. Claudio pile driver in his truck. There's blood. There's barbed wire. There's glass. There's all types of things going on. This match was just really, really fun, man. I had a good time. And once that exploding super kick happened, I was like, oh my God, oh, the wrestling gods, thank you. Such a great match, but I was wrong. The Blackpool Combat Club won. And this is far from over. Far from over. Don, you son of a bitch. And Takeshita, shame on you for turning on your friends. So, oh man, and Matt, they took the exploding super kick shoe, threw it into the crowd. Good. Happy for anybody that got that shoe, because that's going to be part of wrestling history there. But they took off his sock, and he had to step right into the thumbtacks, and I was like, oh my God. Then they put thumbtacks in his mouth. I was like, oh my God. And then Claudio, upper arm cut. I was like, oh my God. And thumbtacks. Everything was just clicking with this, man. They were just beating the shit out of each other, and that's why we call it an Anarchy in the Arena match. And I just can't wait to see what else these guys are going to do. What's next in this story for the Elite and the Blackpool Combat Club? All right, so overall, out of all my picks, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 right. I got 1, 2, 3, 4 wrong. I gotta say, this is not bad. Is that a C minus, C plus, whatever. I gotta give the show a 4 out of 10. Yeah, that's being a little nice. I gotta say 3.5 out of 10. It was fun, but there was just some things that just I was really looking forward to the unsanctioned match. I was really looking forward to the Women's AEW Championship match, and those two were just duds. I was just like, oh, well, that sucks, and the Battle Royale was fun, but Orange Cassidy, I was hoping to see somebody new take on the International Championship, let's move forward from that. But overall, I would say, 3.5 out of 5. 3.5 out of 5. It was a good show, but there was just some letdowns that kind of brought that score down. You know, that just because I was just like, oh. So tell me what you thought of the show. Drop those comments below. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, share it with your grandma, share it with the bum down at Walmart. I am KMB, the Sexy Ninja. Go to ProWrestlingTees.com/New World Podcast. Get yourself the sweet nWp logo created by Penta X and show him some love. Go check out his music. More designs coming, and that's it. That's all. I think I told you, share it with your grandma, share it with your grandpa, bum down at Walmart. Yeah, I told you that. Did I? I don't know. I'm looking at my producer right now. It's giving me the eye. I'll super explode kick your ass, man. God. All right, y'all. And remember, put them 2 sweet signs up. The New World Podcast is for life.
Oh! What the hell was that? The exploding!
That can't be legal.
That can't be legal. What? Can't be legal?